Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive, and thank you for taking an interest in this 2008 Honda Civic. So in this video we'll be doing a walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll point out any imperfections the vehicle has, and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. Now before we get started, we would like to point out that we purchased this vehicle from an insurance company. This vehicle had a damage to the front driver's door. So the front driver's door was replaced. There was a big dent on it, and then as you can see, there is a little reminiscent of that damage on the rear door, as you can see right over there. Nothing crazy, but it is there nonetheless. Now in this accident there were no airbags deployed or anything like that. This vehicle does still have a clear Wisconsin title, so it's not a salvage or rebuilt or anything like that. It is a clear Wisconsin title. Other than that, there was no other damage that we had to fix on the vehicle, just that driver's door that was replaced. All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, we'll get started with a video walkthrough. At first, I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that, we'll dive in a little bit deeper. So here we are coming around towards the rear of the vehicle, and then here we are on the passenger side. All right, so from here, we'll move in a little bit closer, taking a look at the front bumper cover. Front bumper cover, for the most part, is in very good condition. There is a little bit of a scuff mark right over here, but nothing too crazy. And then taking a look at the lights. Lights on this vehicle are nice and clear. There's no haziness or condensation or anything like that. Taking a look at the hood. There's a little bit of residue on the hood, but other than that, nothing that can't be wiped away. We've had some weather lately, so it's a little bit mucky outside. But other than just some residue, I don't see a whole lot of rock chips or anything like that. I guess there were a few rock chips which have been filled in by the previous owner. That's nice to see. Overall, you can definitely tell that the previous owner did look after this vehicle very well. Starting with the tires, this vehicle has nearly brand new Michelins on all fours. So as you can tell, nice Michelins in the front, and then same goes for the brake rotors as well. So brakes seem to have been replaced recently, and that's on all four sides as well. And then taking a look at the driver's side fender. Now I'm looking for any dents or scratches or anything like that. You might notice I don't see a whole lot. Like I said, just a little bit of residue just because of the muckiness outside. But other than that, nothing that can't be washed away. Like I said, this driver's door was replaced. Now, I guess some minor imperfections on the door. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, it was a used door. And then taking a look at the rear rear driver's side door. Like I pointed out earlier, we do have this imperfection right over there. But other than that, the rest of the door seems to be in very good condition. Now moving on to the rear quarter panel on the driver's side. There seems to have been some body work in the past, as you can see right over there. Nothing crazy, but there does seem to have been some touch-up paint that was applied over there. But other than that, rest of the fender is in very good condition. There's no sometimes Civics develop some rust areas right over here on the rear wheel well, but no signs of rust on this vehicle. And then, like I said earlier, the rotors seem to be replaced recently, and then we got brand new tires basically on all fours. Plenty of tread for many more miles to come. And then moving on towards the back, taking a look at the rear bumper cover. The rear bumper cover on this vehicle has seen better days, so I guess not sure if somebody kind of ran into this vehicle from this side, but there is some cracking going on the rear bumper cover, as you guys can tell. And then taking a look on this side, so other than just some scuff marks over here, this is majority of the imperfection on the rear bumper cover. Taking a look at the trunk lid. Trunk lid is very clean. No imperfections that I can see. The panel gaps are nice and even on both sides. Coming around towards the passenger side, taking a look at the passenger side quarter panel. Now the quarter panel overall is in very good condition. I'm guessing there was a scratch over here which was filled in with using some touch-up paint. So I'm trying to cover it with the camera. It is noticeable, but it's not crazy noticeable. So right over there, scratch on the rear quarter panel, but the rest of the quarter panel nice and solid. No issues there. And then once again, there's no rust bubbling or anything like that on the wheel wells, so those are in great condition. Once again, taking a look at the tires, in good condition as well. And then the passenger side doors, just kind of taking a look at them. I don't see any dents or scratches or anything like that that pops out. Now taking a look at the rocker panel on this vehicle, on the passenger side, we do have some rust bubbling going on over here, which is very common on these vehicles, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like I can put my hand through it or anything like that. It is still solid metal, but there is some rust starting. And then coming on to the passenger side front front fender, we do have a imperfection right over there, dent in the fender. All right, so now that we got the exterior covered, let's take a look at the interior and go from there. Let's start with the driver's door. Now we do have some power windows as well as power door locks and power mirrors on this vehicle. This vehicle is an EX, so you do get some amenities. And then right over here, taking a little overview of the interior. Seats are in great condition. There's no rips or tears or anything like that. All right, so from here, we'll climb inside. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we are behind the steering wheel of this vehicle. So from here, I'll start it up, let you guys take a listen. All right, taking a look at the instrument cluster over here. As you can see, we've got 130,000 miles on the odometer. We got our RPM gauge right over there. RPMs are nice and stable. And then moving up, we do have our engine temperature right over there. Right in the middle, we have our speedometer, and then our fuel gauge to the right. Now zooming out, taking a look at some of these lights over here. Let me just kind of focus. So as you can see, we got the TPMS light on. That's just for the tire pressure monitoring system. We typically leave that alone. The tires are not losing any air or anything like that. As you guys saw, we do have 4 brand new Michelins on all 4s, so no loss of air there. And then the brake light, that just is for the emergency brake that I have right over here. As you can see, it has gone away. So once you pull this, it lets you know that the emergency brake is pulled, and that is normal. All right, now taking a look at the steering wheel, we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise controls for the vehicle. You can turn it on or off from right over here, and then to accelerate or decelerate can just be done from this switch right there. And on the left side, we have some of our audio controls. We got a mode button, and then the volume control as well as the channel control right over there. Right behind the steering wheel, we have our typical turn signal stalks, and then which doubles as our high beams. And then on the right side, we have our wiper controls. It's a little bit icy. And then right in the middle, as you can see, we have our horn. Taking a look at the dashboard. As you guys can tell, there's no cracks or rips or tears or anything like that. Nice and clean dashboard. Right in the middle, we have our radio controls for the vehicle. Right over here, we got our volume controls, and then the tuner is on the right side, and then your presets are right in the middle over here. This vehicle is equipped with AM, FM, CD, and then aux connectivity as well, and then we do have a CD slot right there. Now beneath that, we have our typical climate controls. Got our fan speed right there, and then our temperature control is this little knob right here, and then the vent controls are just located right in the middle. So very self-explanatory, very easy to follow there. And then we have our hazard switch right there, and then these 2 cubbies are just for storage, and I believe the 12 volt outlet is right over here, and then right under there is the aux connectivity. So you're able to listen to your music on the phone or directions or whatever the case may be. And then once again, as I stated, another storage cubby right there. And then as we just went over, got our parking brake in the middle. And then as you guys can see, this vehicle is a 5-speed manual with a reverse as well. And then a little slot for some change, and then 2 cup holders right in the middle. And then we do have a little cover for it as well. And then a armrest which doubles as storage right in the middle. All right, so just kind of taking a look at the interior. As you guys can see, seats are nice and clean. There's no stains or anything like that, so this vehicle was very well kept. Same goes for the carpet as well. Typically carpet's the first thing to get dirty. And then just taking a look up here, this vehicle does have a sunroof. I'm going to try to operate it right now. So slides back, and then obviously it'll close, and then it flips up as well. So you just kind of press on this, and then as you can see, flips up. Very nice. Got our sunshade right there. And then as we've gone over, this vehicle does have power windows on all fours, and they operate smoothly. Just kind of demonstrate that for you guys right here. So all the electronics work as you would expect from a Honda. So from here, we'll check out the rear seating area. So right over here, we've got the rear door. Now, as I've just demonstrated, power windows on all four. And then this is our rear seating area. As you guys can tell, seats are nice and clean. No rips or tears or stains or anything like that. We do have a armrest right over here, which doubles as cup holders as well. So very nice feature there. And then, even though this vehicle is a compact sedan, we do have plenty of room for the rear passengers as well. This seat's front seat is, I think, in this furthest rearward position. But as you can see, this is our view from the rear. Not too shabby. And then from here, we'll check out the trunk area while we're at it. All right, so got our trunk right over here, and then these two levers right over here, basically once you pull them, the front, or actually the back seats, fold flat, so opens up all this room for additional storage if you guys have a lot of groceries or transporting large items. And then right over here we do have the spare as well as the jack right under this compartment right there. All right, go ahead and close this up. So the vehicle is currently running, as you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine. From here, we'll take a look at the engine compartment. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we're in the engine compartment for this vehicle. From here, we're just gonna be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen. So as you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine, no odd noises or vibrations. The vehicle runs and drives very well. We do have a 1.8 liter four-cylinder, made it to a 5-speed manual transmission. Gets great gas mileage on the highway. And then other than just it being a little bit dusty, there's no oil leaks or anything like that. Like I said, the belts are nice and fresh. Same goes for the fluids. All right, so from here, we'll take a look at the undercarriage. Hey guys, so as you can see, we've got the Civic on the lift. So from here, we'll be checking out the undercarriage. I'll start from the front, work my way towards the back, starting with the front suspension. Taking a look at the passenger side suspension. As you can see, we got the CV boot right over here. It's not ripped or torn, nice and intact. Now, if this was ripped or torn, we would see grease all over the place and it'd just be a mess down here. But as you can see, it's nice and dry, no issues. Everything is properly mounted and secured. We got our sway bar right over here, sway bar links, and then we got the brake caliper and the shocks right up there. Now, taking a look at the engine and transmission, right over here, we've got the engine for the vehicle, and then we got the manual transmission right over here. As you guys can tell, absolutely zero oil leaks whatsoever. There's not even minor seepage on this vehicle. So Honda definitely knows how to seal their engines. And then as you can see, the engine mounts are in very good condition. The rubber gaskets are still in great condition there. And now taking a look at the driver's side front suspension here. Let me just get a better look. Trying to show you guys a CV boot right over there. As you can see, nice and intact, not ripped or torn. Everything's nice and dry. And then right over here, we've got the engine cradle. This is basically what the engine sits on. Other than just some normal surface rust, which is to be expected, this is very solid, no issues whatsoever. And then we'll just kind of move on, work our way towards the middle of the vehicle. Move this apparatus out of the way. All right, so from here we can see basically the rear side of the engine. What I'm trying to show you guys is that there's no oil leaks up there either. So this vehicle is in great condition mechanically. And then right over here we got our brake lines and fuel lines running the length of the vehicle. As you guys can tell, still got the factory coating on them. There's absolutely zero corrosion issues whatsoever. And then right over here we got the structural component of the vehicle. As you guys can tell, in great condition. Other than just some normal surface rust, like I stated earlier, there's no major corrosion issues or anything like that. And now right above my head we've got the exhaust running the length of the vehicle. And then this is our little tunnel. And then, like I showed you guys earlier, we did have some rust on the rocker panels bubbling on the exterior. But what I wanted to show you guys is the main structure of those rocker panels. As you guys can tell, still got solid metal. There's no major corrosion issues whatsoever. So this is still in great condition. And then right over here, got the rear exhaust. It's the original Honda one, as you guys can tell right there. All right, now from here we'll take a look at the rear suspension. We got our rear spring right over here, and then the rear shock is just right there as well. As you guys can tell, nice and dry. The shock's not leaking oil or anything like that. And then same goes for the passenger side as well. Everything is nice and dry, other than it just being a little bit dirty. Like I stated earlier, we had some weather lately, so everything is properly mounted and secured. Right over here we got our fuel tank, is in great condition. And then got our rear muffler, and then the rubber boots holding the muffler together are also in great condition. And then got a nice little tow hook right over here. And then this is a much better view of the tires. As you guys can tell, plenty of tread left on these tires. They're in great condition. Work our way back towards the front, showing you guys the tires. So that concludes our undercarriage portion of the vehicle. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.